Second question, sample of acetaminophen of weight 116.8 milligrams was dissolved in 500 milli of methanol. So this is the concentration of the sample, 116.8 milligrams per 500 milli. Gave absorbance 0.584. So this is the absorbance of the sample. What is the purity of such sample if 12 microgram per milli of standard solution? So 12 microgram per milli is the concentration of the standard solution. Gave absorbance 0.612. So this is the absorbance for the standard solution. The pass length was 1 centimeter. So this is the B, or the pass length. What's needed in the question is the purity of the sample. Here, it's expected that the sample of acetaminophen has concentration 116.8 milligrams per 500 milli. By calculations, okay, we will check the purity of such a sample. What is the rule for the percentage purity? It is the concentration of the sample divided by the expected concentration of the sample times 100 in order to get the percentage. What is the expected concentration? The expected concentration is 116.8 milligrams per 500 milli. We will check its purity. First of all, we will get the concentration of the sample using single standardization point rule, which is the absorbance of the standard divided by concentration of the standard equals absorbance of the sample divided by concentration of the sample. We have the absorbance of the standard is 0.612. And the concentration of the standard is 12 microgram per milli. Let's move to the next part of the equation. The absorbance of the sample is 0.584. The concentration of the sample is what we need to know. The 116.8 milligrams is an expected concentration. We will make sure using the single standardization point rule. Okay, so here we'll say that it's the concentration of the sample equals 0.584 times 12 divided by 0.612, which will be equal to 11.45 microgram per milli. Then we will move to the rule. Here we got the concentration of the sample. For the expected concentration of the sample, which is 116.8 milligrams per 500 milli, I can't put them in the same rule because they have different units. So I'll convert the milligrams per 500 milli to microgram per milli. So here the expected concentration of sample was 116.8 milligrams in 500 milli. I need to know the concentration, the weight in 1 milli. So it will be 116.8 times 1 divided by 500, which is equal to 0.2336 milligram per milli. Then we will convert the milligram to microgram times 1000 equals 233.6 microgram per milli. Now we can use the rule for the percentage purity, which is the concentration of the sample solution we got from the single standardization method, which is 11.45, divided by, so here the percentage purity equals to 11.45, as we said, divided by the expected concentration, okay, which is 233.6. It was expected that the concentration of the sample will be 233.6 microgram per mil. Times 100 in order to get the percentage. It will be equal to 4.9%. So the percentage purity of the sample is 4.9%. That's all, and thank you for listening.